Right, so this is the falls. Down here on the left is the Bats. That's called the Bats. And then just round the corner is Mercury Bridge. And on the other side of the river from Mercury Bridge is the Swimming Baths, the station and the Swimming Baths. So they're kind of well-known locations in Richmond. So the Baths, Mercury Bridge, the swimming pool and the station. We've got the fishing on this side, but not the other side. Going the other way, round the corner, when we're going to drive along Riverside Road, and you'll come to the Green Bridge, and we've got the fishing on that side from about, not quite up to the falls, from about here down to Green Bridge, and then from Green Bridge onwards for about 3 miles goes all the way to Louthwaite Bridge, round now, Louthwaite Bridge. But we're going to go and see that. And that's our next side. Just the far side. Yeah, so see where that tree is? Yeah. That's the top. Roughly far bank up. But here, we're going to go fish along here. But if you go to the Green Bridge, there's a cottage in there, in that water there, and it's an £8 brown trout okay, down there. Jason Sartin, who's our head of juniors, was telling me only last week about him and his son fish, and they've got loads of trout in this section here, but nobody fishes here. This is where the salmon leap, so if you come here, it's usually end of October. This year it was later, it was probably end of November. It's only it's only about a week, a little more than a week when you see them. You have to be at the right time. They come up here, you see them jumping there, the far side, there and there. You have to stand and watch, but then every now and again you'll see them coming up. So there's not many, but they are here, and I've got video of the salmon jumping the falls. You can only fish, there's a restriction on when you can fish you can't fish 50 metres either side of the falls. I think it's something like the end of October to March, or it's in the rules. Yeah. If you look in the rules, there is a restriction on when you can actually fish this bit. But there are fish here, and that's where the fella told me that the year before last he'd had 10 barbel here.
Alright, in these pools?
Yeah, down here. And I mean, I was fishing fish down here and I had a hell of a fish on down there. I never saw it. It came off. But I mean, it was whatever it was.
What were you doubled it? Were you measuring?
I was fly fishing.
Oh, you were fly fishing?
I was fly fishing down here, and I had a lure on, and something. I had something on. I mean, rod was like doubled over, and I thought, and then I never saw it. Just came off. Now, you could have had that. So,
can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Is it pretty unfishable because of tourists in the summer?
Yeah, in the summer, this is a very popular tourist place, and they're all jumping off the falls. So it's a good point. So if you want to fish it, the best time is if you want to fish it in the summer, early morning or evening during the week. Not weekends, because they're here till like 10 o'clock at night.
There's a nice green, they all stood here, hundreds of kids chucking stones in their houses.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Is this a good parking for the bats, or if you want to fish the bats, you sort of come here, or?
You can park here, but it's paid parking.
Yeah.
you can park at the station, but it's paid parking. Free after 4 o'clock. I think it's free after 6 here, and it's after 4 down there. But then, you know, there are places, if you go down to the Green Bridge, that little square down there, you can sometimes get on there and that's free. So, you know, you just got to sort of have a nosy round. I don't like paying for parking.
I wouldn't either.
Right, is everybody happy with that? Because what we're going to do now, we're going to go to Round How. So we'll drive along Riverside Road. You'll see the Green Bridge on the left. Our fishing continues from the Green Bridge on the other side. It goes all the way down to Round How and beyond. So we're going to go to Round How next. So we'll pass the Green Bridge and then we're going away from the river then down to Round How. But have a look at it as you go past. Okay. Right, chaps. Three. Right, so Richmond is that away. Lowndes Bridge is that away. So this is Round How waters. Round How. So you come over the bridge, turn left, and you can fish all the way back down to Richmond. Depending on the weather and there's some other lights around the bottom end. Can I just point out? There's a little. Oh, there, like £5, 10 hours.
Even on a Sunday, but is it every day? Or?
Yeah, he says every day, doesn't he?
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah. And that is free parking. And if you do park there, on the other side of the road, which you'll see in a minute if you watch out, and when we go past the little air bank, you look to the right, there's a farm track. If you walk down that farm track, that takes you to Whitcliffe Wood, where our fishing starts on this side, you know, going up. So we've got the fishing from Whitcliffe Wood, it goes all the way up to Downholme Bridge on this side. And that's, you know, it's about a 10-minute walk from the little lay-by to the river. Don't go through the farm, stick to the footpath that goes around the outside of the farm. But it's not a bad walk actually, and it's some nice water up there.
Yeah.
Drive down this farm track, there's another set of gates, go through that and there's a parking area on the left hand side. Pretty good. There's enough for probably, pardon? Yeah. What?
I didn't know it was there.
Yeah. So you go through the next gates, there's a parking area, enough for probably 4 cars. Shut the gates behind us, so the gates are open at the moment, but if you're going in, shut the gates. And park in the park. Don't go beyond the parking area. There's a sign up said no vehicles beyond this point. If you want to, so from Downholme Bridge that way, it's about a mile. You can't, if you're fishing up, it's this on this bank. When you get to the far limit, you come to you go across a great big field, open field, There's a wood at the top end, and there's a big sign saying top limit.
Okay.
So you can't go, you know, I mean, you'll know where it is. What you can do, you could park here, walk back to the bridge, go under the bridge and fish up, you know, fish up this bit, and then come back to your car. So do a circuit round there. I mean, there's a couple of hours fishing and just doing that. Or you can drive down and park at the top end and fish it there. The lads that do fish up there, I reckon the best time to fish it is early morning or evening. I reckon that this top reef comes alive in the summer, in the evening. So that's from those that fish up here. So what we'll do, we'll just drive back down. Has anybody got any questions about?
It's both banks, yeah?
No, just this bank.
Oh.
To the side of this MOD.
What about from the bridge down? Is that
We'll go back to the bridge, park up there, and then we'll have a quick look at that. Okay. And then back on. Yeah? Is that alright?
Yep.
This is Down Home Bridge. So we can fish from here. It's about a mile from here to the top end. So that's Oxquew, and that's members only. No day tickets or guests, members only. And then going this side. So from here on this side, this goes all the way down to Whitcliffe Wood, which is this side of Roundgate Bridge. So when you get down to Roundgate, that last bridge, a couple of fields before the bridge, that's private, that's not us. But all from here all the way down to the start of the wood, Whitcliffe Wood is ours. Then on the other side, I don't know whether I tried to put my flashes on that side to show you where the limit is on that side. But the problem is getting to us. The access is terrible to it, but I mean it is nice water. Most people that fish, park here, and the majority of people that fish up here fish from the bridge down to Maskbeck. So when we're driving back, if you keep your eyes open on the left, you'll see. Well, Maskbeck comes in just over where that hill, slopes down. The other side of that is Maskbeck, and if you look out when we drive back, you keep your eyes open to the left, you'll see where Maskbeck comes in. So I did a little survey last year from people that were putting catch returns in. And nearly everyone that fished up here fished mainly between here and Maskbeck. There were only a couple of people that actually ventured beyond that. There's a lad from Scarborough, Rob Dickens, who, if you're on our Facebook group, you'll see Rob when the season starts. You'll see Rob. He's always puts photos and videos and that. But he's adventurous. He goes beyond. You could actually go down there and you could wade across if you wanted to get onto the Thorpe House bit. You could do that by, going down this bank. And but again, the access isn't brilliant. It's commando fishing down there. So if you like that type of stuff, you're in for a treat. Anybody got any questions or where are we going next? Let's see. I think we're going. I think we are going to the sewage works next. So we're going to drive back down into. Thanks for coming. Bye. So so we're going to go back down into Richmond. We'll go down and over Mercury Bridge, and you'll see the station on the left-hand side. And then we're going to continue in the direction of Catterick Garrison, but as we go out of Richmond, we're going to turn left and we're going to go and park at the sewage works, and then we're going to do a little walk from there. We're going to take you down to the old railway bridge and we'll talk about Easby Waters down there. So this is the sewage works here, and the river. Well, you can see he's be happy there through the trees, so that the river's running like that away. So in that direction is Richmond, and that direction is going down towards the bottom end, towards Catterick and so on. So if you park here, you can walk down this track along the edge of the sewage works, and then you can go. Well, you can start fishing. You know, if you turn left, there's like a stile, and you can fish from there, or you can walk across the field through the kissing gate, through the wood, and you'll eventually come to some like steps that go up the hill. When you come to those steps, if you go down to the river from there, you can start from there and fish back up this way, and you'll be actually, if you go in where the steps come down and go to the river there's like a bit of a waterfall thing and a big pool that's called. Pardon?
Is that where the big beach is, like Cobley Beach?
No, that's Sandy Dub, I think you're talking about, which is round Howe. That's where the sandy beach is.
Oh, definitely that end. Where the waterfall comes in there, there's a bit of a built-up beach.
Haglosh. It's called Haglosh. Oh yeah, yeah. What you mean where the cliff face and a sandy. Yes, that's Haglosh. Yeah, you're on to the side. Yeah, so you can fish Haglosh from this side. So if you go through the woods, where the steps start, go down to the river there. You have to. It's not a footpath. You have to like pick your way through. But I quite like it on this side, and you can fish that pool there, and you can fly fish from there up. I've had a few nice fish out of there. There's some, not when the river's up, but when the river's down, there's lots of pocket water up on that bit. So it's quite an interesting bit to fish. Yeah, so you can approach the river that way, but what we're going to do, we're going to walk across the cattle grid, and we're going to go down to the old railway bridge, and then we'll have a look from there. Is that? So if you want to fish, the Easby waters, you can walk back towards the station. And about 3/4 of the way along this track, this is the old railway line, it's about 3/4, there's some steps down to the river. That's called Fence End, because there's a fence with a stile that you go over, and then that first section from Fence End coming back this way is not bad coast fishing down there. So if you're interested in trying to catch a barbel or a decent chub, that's probably not a bad stretch, and there's a lot of trout down there as well, so I've seen some really nice trout. Sure. So it's so you can go that way down to the steps and over the fence, and that's Fence End. Or you can fish all the way, you can keep going and fish back up to the station and Station Bend from there. Or you can go this way, so the railway bridge is just a little bit way down there, so we'll just walk down to that. See where the discharge is coming in?
Yeah.
There's loads of fish in there.
Just down there?
Yeah.
On the right hand
Where the foam
side?
is,
Yeah. Loads of fish.
There's quite a few in here as well.
You just needed a 14-foot float rod and a pint of maggots, that's what you needed, Grim.
Yeah.
Bloodworms or something.
you can fish, say you can fish down, you can go down the bank there and fish, go along here.
How do you get there?
Well, just down here. And walk along the fence and get down.
All right, yeah.
Or you can fish that side.
Yeah.
And the sand hole is just round the bend.
Down there.
Yes, if you walk along there through the wood and then
Yeah.
kick the climb up a bit and keep going, you'll come to
That's instead of going through that field that we've just been to, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
going from here
Yeah.
and walk along the
Yeah.
bank.
Yeah. And you can't
Yeah.
miss it.
Don't
Once
go
you
into
see
his
it.
property.
No.
Stay
Yeah,
this
yeah.
side and you'll come to the bend in the river. And that's Sandal.
That's right.
Yeah. Or you can walk down here and fish it from from the other side.
Yeah.
But that lad that stabbed the barber, this is one of the
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
down there.
And you get shoved there and all.
So if you want to fish down this
Eases off
side
there as
here,
well, doesn't it?
you've got to go
Yeah.
through the gate. It's got a combination.
Yeah,
of
it's just
it,
getting
nice
dark down
and
there. It'd be brilliant, I
45.
think, wouldn't it?
And you walk along the edge of the field, keep to the other side of the fence, and then when you get to the dead tree, there's a stile. You have to cross over the stile and then come back. So don't go down the bank. You have to walk along and go over the stile and come back. So this is coarse fishing really, and that stretch up there is a lot of people fly fish that, quite good fly fishing. Then when you get round the bend, that's easy water then. You're on, and that'll take you to fish all the way along there, right up to, well, all the way up to the station really, up to Mercury Bridge, round the corner. A lot of it's coarse fishing, because you can't get in with a fly rod. Can fly fishing. And there's some big trout in that. Without a shower. Big trout. So yeah.
If you want to fish this down, Ron, you can't just drop down. You've got to walk along the field, through the stile and double back.
Walk
Yeah.
along the field,
Yeah.
there's a stile. You
Come
see a big dead tree
Yeah, we're in.
over that. And,
Yeah,
and you can fish on the bend
yeah.
and round the corner.
Yeah.
If you go on that, you'll
And
see
it's
it.
low. And it's low. It's not- I'll tell you what, last time I come down here, this one.
No, I
Oh,
know.
this is new.
At the end of that there's a stile. Go through over the stile, and then there's like another stile to get you. You go through that, and then that'll take you to the river again, and then you just keep going. It gets very overgrown in the summer. So getting through there in the summer is sometimes difficult in the summer. But like this time of year, you can get through it.
So Ron, you go through that gate there,
Yeah.
clear through that gate around.
So, just through there.
Yeah, got yeah. Yeah.
So that's it. That's St Giles Farm where we've just been, on the top of the hill there. So that that over there is called Brompton Scar, where the cliffs are. So you can see all the way around here, and then all the way up, and just round the corner where we can't see is the Bailey Bridge. So we've got all the fishing on that side, and then on this side, just past this, where all these bushes are in the river, a little bit further on, Skeevy Beck comes in. So our water starts on this side, where Skeevy Beck enters, and it goes to the Bailey Bridge. On the other side we have got water from the Bailey Bridge to Colburn Beck. Yeah, so this is Brompton Square, and it's good. it's good fishing down there. I mean, I sometimes walk the dog on the night along there, on the public footpath on the other side there, and the green fish rising around here, there's loads of fish in it. And along, further up to the side of Skeezy Beck along there, there's a lot of fish along there, so it's good fishing. So when we're going to drive from here, I'm going to pull in at Broken Brae. We have a very short stretch of water at Broken Brae. Hardly anybody fishes there. It's very deep, steep bank sides. You've got to climb down the bank. It's coarse fishing really. There's a couple of spots there, but I'll just pull up there and show you where it is, Broken Brae, and then we're going to go on up, and we're going to stop at the entrance to Red House Farm, so you'll see how to drive down to Red House Farm. When we leave the lay-by, just down here, we go over a little bridge over Skeezy Beck. So if you parked here, you walk down the road to the bridge, and there's a little footpath that goes in at the side of the beck that will take you to our fishing on this side. And it goes from there all the way to the ferry bridge on this side. Okay? And you can actually park, there is space to park just after the bridge. On the left there's some sheep pens, and you can actually get a car in there as well. So, right. So you can park at Eastby Abbey, and if you park at Eastby Abbey and walk that way, it takes you to the old railway bridge, or you can come this way, see where those people are walking across the field. Okay. Obviously we've got all the fishing on the other bank, so which we looked at the access from the sewage works. The sewage works are opposite. On the other side of that river, field that is on the other side of the river. So you park at Eastby Abbey, and you can walk along the edge of the field. See where those people are down there? In fact, right opposite there is a little kissing gate, and then there's some stone steps, and we call that stone steps. So our fishing starts there, and it goes along. Well, in fact, it all goes all the way along to Mercury Bridge, except the last bit you can't fish because it's cliffs. It's all cliffs, you can't. But this is what we call the boathouse section. So again, I mean, I was down there. Not summer before last, and there was a huge shoal of chub down there.
I've seen a big chub down there.
I've seen them. The water it was in the summer. The water was clear, and there must have been 20 or 30 chub in a great big shoal down there. And there's quite a lot of trout down there as well, and salmon. There's big salmon. Occasionally you see salmon down there as well. So that's
But we're just the far back.
Yeah. So the old railway bridge which we stood on, if you're on the other side of the river, you fish all the way along, and right the way along to Richmond, all the way along to Mercury Bridge, on that bank. But you'd access that from either from the bridge, the old railway bridge, through that little gate that we looked at. Or you can walk along the railway shaft and go down the defence end.
I know where you
Fish along there. So that's it. So what we'll do now is we'll just go back into Richmond and we'll finish at the station. I'll take you into the station car park and I'll show you Station Bend and we'll finish there. Is that alright?
Lovely. Thank you.
Be great, isn't it? I'll give you that back, Ron. Thanks for everything. It's really good.
I'm going to finish yet.
No, I just started doing it while I remembered. Yeah, it'd be fantastic, isn't it?
Doesn't really yet.
So when I finish speaking, just make your way into that building over there, and there's a classroom on the left-hand side. It's going to be a 30-minute written examination.
Chewbacca.
What's that? And you can only go home if you pass. So that track there, that leads you down to the sewage works, you know, where we parked. So if you were parking here and you wanted to go down to Fence End, you just like park here and either walk down the track or down this track, and you'll come to that stile over the fence. Yeah. That's Fence End. This is Station Bend. So Station Bend is just down here. Well, all of this now fishing on this side. And you can fish on the other side up to about here, because that's cliffs. You can't really fish that side, but on there, that's the boat house, which we looked at from, you know, where we parked on a few minutes ago. And I reckon this is good gurling water down, you know, down here, this fast water down here. So coarse fishing on the bend, and coarse fishing down there, and you know, gurling fishing down here. Trout and everything. Anybody got any questions?
No, sorry.
Warming down.
Try and get me a really good one.
Better background in the car park.
3, 2, 1.
Fish. You always do 2 pack.
You've done about 10.
Done 3, so
Thank you very much.
3. Very good.
Right, has anybody got any final questions? Or?
No. Everybody great. Yeah. Fantastic.
So if you're not sure about anything, give us a ring, email me or whatever, and you know, if we can help you, you know, we will do. If anybody wants to join the committee, we've got a person on the committee. Try and help out if you can. We need help on work parties and stuff like that, and you know, there's always.
I mean, do you just email out to people to say there's a work party and stuff?
Yeah, we generally publicise it, so yeah. But there's loads of opportunities for helping out.
Yeah.
You don't have to come every time, but you know, we do river fly monitoring. There's we do water testing. There's always sort of bits of, you know, jobs and that needs doing. You know, website work, social media. You know, there's plenty of scope. What I keep sort of saying to people is, even if people don't want to join the committee, you can still help out if we had more people doing a little bit, without taking on massive responsibility, just doing a little bit to help in this area or that area. It all takes otherwise you end up with a few people doing everything, and it just gets too much. I mean, we're quite lucky. We are building up, slowly building up. We're getting a few more people that are coming forward. We've got people like Steve Plum that looks after the catch returns. I've got Will Smith who just, and Ian Bosham that do water testing. I've got various people that go out doing river fly monitoring. You know, I've got lads that, you know, that I know if there's a few jobs need doing, they'll come and help do some. So we are sort of getting there, but we do need more. We do need more people to help out. So you know, if you are able to in any way, shape or form, whatever it might be, you know, please get in touch, and you know, and we'll talk about how you might be able to contribute. I don't want to burden people with, you know, taking loads on, but if more people did a little bit, it would really help, you know. So thank you very much.
No, thank
you.
And
Thank
don't
you.
forget, get your catch returns in.
Yeah.
You know, if you see stuff when you're out and about on the river, we've got a report form on the website for incident reporting and reporting torches and stuff like that. That's another thing, like reporting. I say to people, please use the report form, because if you ring me and say, Ron, I've seen poachers, you know, blah blah, then it means I've got to fill the frigging form in, you know, and I've got to record it all and that. Well, just do the form on. You do it on the website, and then it automatically goes onto a spreadsheet, and then it's all there, and all we have to do is like read it. And don't ask me to write it all down for you, because is that your job?
It is mine,
Are you
yeah.
sure about that?
I'm 100%.
Can you have your receipt?
It's got blood on it to prove.
DNA test.
Hook it up. Who's parts in the square? We need to get people back to take them.
Thanks, Ron. That was great. Thanks for giving up your day.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a
I'm just
pleasure.
walking back to the square.
Are you sure?
I've got to give you my